In this video, we're going to show you how to manage your upcoming short sale appointments. Okay, so step one is to get logged in. And the easiest way to see what you have coming up on your own personal schedule is to simply look at the calendar over here. If you want to go and take a look at the calendars that you're viewing, if we've got things set up correctly, which means if you are seeing a custom view over here, you should be able to select from some different views so that you can see other users' calendar. If you're on that short sale team, then you should be able to see these names here. The color coding relates to the person's appointment, so you can get some indication as to who appointment it is. You can also customize these color coding. Won't go into that at this video. Now, on the calendar, you can see the appointments that you have coming up on your calendar. You can also see things from the contact perspective. So simply clicking on the Contacts tab will give you whichever view you've set up as your default view. We've also got a view over here. If you select Current View and go to Short Sale Listing Client, you'll see that there's a view that's created just for people that have the classification of Short Sale Listing Client. And in that view, we're also showing the appointment date and the appointment time. Now, this is the date and the time that is captured not necessarily on the calendar, but on the contact record. So I clicked on that contact name. Right here in the Short Sale Consult form, there is a manual entry for an appointment date and appointment time. This is what is being captured on the short sale web form at the time of input. And again, keep in mind that this is actually just a static date field. It does not necessarily tie to the calendar date field. So the only reason that this field is on the page right here is so that you can send a reminder to the person and have this date and time merged in. So to do that, we would come up here to the email button. We would select email, and right up here at the top in this top row, this is an email template indicator. There are some templates. As additional templates are added, you'll be able to select them here. So we'll select short sale appointment reminder, and it will merge in that date and time. Now this template might get changed, so what you're seeing when you pull this up might be a little different than what you see right now. The email signature is something that you would need to set up as the individual user in your email center as well. Now notice that when I send this out, that it's going to add it as a note to the contact record. So when we send that email, we can close our email window. Occasionally, to see that reflected, because we were in a pop-up, we may need to hit the refresh button on the page here. And we'll see there's that outbound email. So anybody that was looking at this record that wanted to know, hey, did this person get a notification of their appointment via email, you could see that that email was sent out. Now once that short sale appointment is complete, you may want to change the classification to indicate that that classification is no longer a short sale listing client and that it's now perhaps a client or some other form of a lead. Also note that when you're in one of these views, you can use the arrow button up here at the top to toggle between the various records in that view. So one thing that's nice about these views and having that custom field in here is you can see some of the records that perhaps didn't have that appointment date and time listed in here. This would be a visual way to inspect to see whether they have that appointment scheduled on the calendar. Perhaps it was actually scheduled on the calendar but just not linked.